We're back.
We are back.
I'm Beth.
I'm Jennifer.
This is Two in the Closet. We've been on summer break.
Yes, we've been enjoying our summer.
Yes, but we've also missed you all. So we are back in the closet today and we are going to talk about manifestation. Before that, I want to our gratitude for our listeners. We usually do that at the end of the show, but I just want to start out this season, this episode by saying thank you for coming back and hopefully bringing some of your friends.
Yes.
Thank you for listening because we know that there are so many podcasts out there. Everybody's got one.
So much.
And if you land on ours and like what you hear and stick around, then that makes us super happy. I know I love it when somebody sends me an episode from some podcast that they're listening to that I'm not aware of and says, "Oh my God, this is really funny. You should listen to this." I love that.
I do
So
too.
I hope people are doing that with ours as we grow.
We appreciate you and we thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And with that said, we are going to talk about manifestation today. And this could not come at the more perfect time. When Jen told me she wanted to do this episode, I was like, good, run with it. You do it. I want to see what you got. And then I'll add my part in because she had had an experience that caused her to realize that she was manifesting. And I remember thinking, does she not know me? Does she not hang out with me? I talk about manifestation all the time. But then, so we say yes to this episode and we get it all laid out. And then something happens on the 4th of July that is just so perfect for this episode.
Yes.
I think that's another reason why it happened. But tell our listeners, tell your story.
The people that know me, I have issues with phones. I always have, and maybe I will not always.
We're going to reframe that later.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, you're right. Sorry. We were kayaking in the harbor, and I had my phone with me. It was not in a protective case. It was out in my hand, and I was picture happy that day. And I had a bag that wasn't closed or anything.
She looked like she was going on a cruise.
Yeah, it was kind of a strange situation, I think.
It was a super cute bag, though.
It was cute, but it wasn't appropriate for kayaking. Anywho, we stopped at a dock where there was no boat, and I actually got out and sat on the dock because we were eating a snack. And I was getting stuff out of the bag, and all of a sudden, my phone slips out and plops.
It plopped. It
Literally
definitely
plopped.
plopped.
It was like slow-mo. And I go, oh my God, I dropped my phone.
Now, you said it that fast when it happened, but I heard, oh my God.
You did that very well, by the way.
Wow, I didn't know I had that in me.
Wow.
But no, you're right. It went plop.
Yeah, it was
And
like,
then there was
yeah,
silence.
it was like a movie on
But it was slow motion for me
Yeah.
watching it because
Yeah. And they
But I
were
knew I
in on their paddle boards. And so it wasn't like they could just get off and be like, oh, let me help you. I mean, we were in the middle of a harbor and
well, I think the other point is it fell in the water and it wasn't in any kind of waterproof case. So there's a clock on even the best phone underwater. And it wasn't that deep. You could kind of see, I couldn't dive. I wouldn't be able to see anything. And I don't know if I could hold my breath that long. But if you could have dove straight down quickly.
yeah, if I would have seen it, I would have definitely gone in and gotten it.
But you were a little baby obsessed about leaning over. If I can post this video in our show notes, at least I have a still photo I can post.
You'll get
But I'm on my paddleboard and I see her laying belly down on the dock, looking down, and she's like a little dog with a bone. She's not going to give up the possibility of finding the phone. And I think to myself, this is a comic moment. Like, I know she's going to be pissed at me when she knows I videoed her, but someday she's going to laugh about it. Isn't it?
To you. Because because it was just fun. I was like doing this, like
Yeah, she was like,
it was strange. But yeah, but anyway, I did find my phone. I did get upset.
mhm,
Naturally, everything is in that phone.
yeah.
But for the longest time, and Beth could attest to this, I have said, I need a new phone. I
Mhm.
need a new phone. I need a new phone. I need a new phone.
And look what the universe
I can't
did.
afford it. But a whole story,
Yeah.
right? 3 hours later, I had a new phone in my hand.
And not just any phone. Here's the thing. We're out on the water after this happens, after she finally lets go of the idea. And that's going to be an upcoming episode on closure. Like, why do we need to hold a dead phone in our
Right.
hand? Like, what does that do for us? Right? It's not coming back. Um,
Exactly.
so anyway, we're out in the harbor and I say, Jen, what kind of phone do you now look what tell me about the new phone you want to get? Like,
Right.
is what color is it? How much memory does it have? And she goes, I just need a phone. I just need an iPhone. Doesn't matter. I can't afford it. I just need a whatever, just so it works. And I was doing everything I could to encourage you to expand that idea of what you wanted. We're going to talk about that in a minute about the feeling, but you just would not let go of that belief that I just
Yeah.
enough to get by.
Yeah. I wanted to hit you for a second
I
with
know, and
you sang me a song, but
I
anyway,
did.
yeah,
I did. I release and I let go.
yeah, which was very kind of you. But it you're upset for a second, but I'm very proud of myself
I am too.
because I let it go and
You had a good day.
I had
We had a beautiful
it
day.
was a great day.
Yes.
So with that being said,
Well, I want to just add one
oh
more
yes,
thing. Yeah. So part of the reason I was nudging her in the direction of releasing the attachment to it is because I have been in her place. About a year and a half ago, I dropped my fully protected phone. I did it the right way, and I still ended up losing my phone. I hopped off my paddleboard and accidentally knocked it out from under the bungees. Uh, that day, I looked down and I could see that the dock, uh, I couldn't even pinpoint the place that I lost it. I had it like in a 10-foot space, but it was really deep. And so my friend and I are like, let's just keep going. It's gone. I'm still paying on it for another year. Oh, well, I can't do anything. And the thing was, I didn't lose anything because everything I had was
right.
in the cloud. I lost not a
I
stitch of
learned the
data.
lesson.
Yeah. But so I had that happen to me before doing it the right way. So every time she's happy snapping out on the harbor with her unclosed bag, and just a reminder, I gave her a waterproof
Yeah,
the thing that but
you
whatever.
should use it, but anyway,
I have my own. Um, that's what I
not
gave
you
you.
should use it, but people should
Yeah.
use it.
But um, what was I starting to say? Oh, so she's out there with her happy snapping with her unprotected phone in her open bag. And every time she would take out that camera, I would say, I don't love this for you, Jen. I don't love
Yeah.
this for you. I don't know if that was a premonition, but I mean, you could put two and two together pretty
Right.
easily. But but you manifested a new phone so fast without effort, you
Yeah,
know?
thank you.
And I'm super proud that you moved through your day and we had a great day,
Yeah, we did.
except for that. It was just like one of the most perfect
Yeah,
days
it
on the
was. It
water.
was. It was.
Yeah.
So
All of that to say, we're going to manifest some stuff
exactly.
today.
So what you want, putting it out there can actually make things happen.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
you're a believer or you're not, stick around for stories, laughs, and fun games. And let's dive
And
into it.
prizes and
Yeah,
silly prizes,
exactly.
right?
So, what
Well, no.
is manifestation? Well, it isn't just some flaky woo woo thing. It's basically getting clear on what you want, believing you deserve it, and taking actions that aligns you with what you deserve.
Yeah.
Like they say, manifestation is the intersection of clarity, confidence, and follow through.
Yes, we're going to dive into that. And it's like setting a GPS for your life. You choose the destination and you align your thoughts and actions in that direction. And it's kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is connected to the law of attraction, but I think of the law of attraction as like the starter, like
Right.
the foundation part to learn kind of the overall. But the idea is that like attracts like. So when you focus on something for clarity and belief, the more likely you are to draw it into your life. And I will also say you can manifest what you don't want also by spending a lot of time thinking about it, talking about it, worrying about it.
Right, exactly. That is true.
But Jen has an incredible story that kind of cracked you open.
Yes, exactly. So I was with a company for 20 years, but deep down, I knew that I wasn't fulfilled anymore. And I knew inside, but I didn't say it out loud,
Mhm.
but I was feeling it. And then out of the blue, I get an email saying we are parting ways. And I like froze and I'm like, oh my God, I, it hit me that I created this.
I love that that happened so
Yeah,
fast.
it was very fast. And but I made space for something new. And at
Yeah.
first I didn't know really how to feel. I was like a little embarrassed. I don't know about embarrassed, but I felt,
It's a weird feeling to be the dumpy,
yeah,
no
yeah,
matter what the
exactly,
relationship is. Like
exactly.
it didn't, you had wanted to do it for a long time, but you didn't.
Right, right. So Beth said something very interesting that stuck with me, and it always will. It's not good or bad, it just is.
Hmm.
So that helped me stop judging it. I realized that I manifested it, not magically, but I aligned my internal truth with the universe.
Yeah. And it's not magic. And
Exactly.
I love that story again. It was like you cracked open when you called me and told me, I'm like,
Yeah, it was like, I've wanted to do it for like
yeah.
20 something. I mean,
That's happened to me with
yeah,
jobs too.
yeah,
Can I ask you a couple questions?
of course.
All right. Did it feel like more like relief or more like panic when it initially happened?
I have to say more relief than panic.
Hmm.
And that's how I knew it was right.
That's it. That's it.
And it was awesome
Yeah.
because I didn't feel that, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God. I didn't go there. And I
Yeah.
usually do.
That is such growth for you. I'm
And
so proud of
I
my
know,
little bean.
I know. And it was awesome.
Yeah. Did you feel the need to explain to people, I guess, like why you're not upset? Because the assumption would be that you would be bummed and you weren't. So
Right.
did you have to explain the I'm not bummed, I manifest this? Did you have to explain that to people?
Well, I felt some in a way I did because I felt like I didn't want people to feel sorry for me.
Hmm.
Or like I felt, yeah, I didn't want people to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
we do that to protect our own feelings about people feeling sorry for us.
Right. But it's interesting. No one did. So I think everyone kind of knew that
Yeah.
it wasn't, it
Yeah.
was the time.
Then you thought it was the time.
100%.
Yeah. That's good.
100%.
That's good.
So now I have to ask you, have you ever had a moment where you didn't shout it out, but you knew you totally put it out there?
Yes. Yes. When I went to Egypt in 2016, that was like such a huge demonstration of what aligning, because I really think manifestation is alignment with the thing or the circumstance that you want to experience, right? Because everything's already created.
That's true.
So um if something is up here that I desire, but I'm down here, I got to get up here, right?
Hmm.
And when I do, that's when it pops for you. So I knew I wanted to go to Egypt with this group. And I also knew what my bank account was telling me. So I
Two
put it,
different things.
yeah, very, very different in that time. So I just put it out there that I was going. I attended all the meetings. I looked at all the brochures and the cities we were going to visit. I dove into more information. I watched a couple of documentaries. I didn't just sit on my butt and go, God, I hope I can go. I hope I can go. Right. I tried Uber driving. I did a GoFundMe because this was more of a pilgrimage than a vacation. So it had a lot of spiritual significance. And I was doing things as if I'm going, right? It's done.
Right.
That's part of manifestation too, is not going and digging up the seed to see if it's sprouted yet. You bury it and you know that it's going to, if it's an apple tree, it's going to sprout an apple tree,
Right.
right? Or an apple seed. So you do something toward that. And then out of nowhere, the biggest thing came to me. I suddenly earned the biggest commission I had ever earned at my job. And that
So
check
awesome.
hit my bank account right before I left for Egypt.
That's awesome.
And the trip was paid for, but that was my luxury stuff, all the yeah, my spending money, and I didn't have to worry about my bills when I came home and everything. It was just fabulous. Um, but here's the ticket. Here's the equation. Your intention. My intention was I'm going to Egypt. The belief. I'm going to Egypt. I was buying clothes for Egypt before I had an airline ticket, right? Inspired action. I'm going to Uber. I'm going to GoFundMe. I'm going to do whatever I can to pick up my earning potential. And all of that manifested not only into a trip, but into the biggest check I'd ever gotten in my life. Yeah.
So what do you think made the shift? Something you said or did?
I think it's the belief that it is done. Again, feeling, feeling into the already doneness of something. The language of the universe is feelings. So it can align with the feelings you're having, right?
Okay, right,
So
right.
I always say, the one action that you could do every day if you're trying to manifest something, if in my case, I was going to Egypt, right? So I spent at least 5 minutes a day with my eyes closed and imagining myself walking through the Great Pyramid. I watched myself on a camel, um, along the Nile River. I had seen enough.
Visualize.
Yeah, I visualized it. And you got to kind of trick your body because your feelings are what drive the manifestation forward because it's going to align again with the desired outcome. So when you start thinking about it, I'm doing that right now for a vacation for next year. So I spend time thinking about being on that beach. What does the ocean sound like? What does the hut look like where I'm going to go get my lunch? Like, who's the guy bringing me my cocktail? Like, get down and dirty with it and describe it. And as you're doing that, your body starts to take on the feeling that it's happening because your brain doesn't know the difference between your imagination and what's really happening. So trick your brain into getting excited and feeling the feeling and watch how much faster, yeah, and spend time doing it. So clarity, um, your belief, action, that's results.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I am going to interrupt you because action
Mm-hmm.
is huge. And I love this. The universe can't drive a parked car.
Exactly.
And something happened, was it yesterday morning? I didn't share this with you, but I'm going on away in August. And I'm still figuring out how I'm going, how I'm paying for it. Like I'm still figuring it out. And I was at a store and I actually bought things for this particular trip, and it actually gave me a jolt. It gave me excitement.
That's it.
I
That's
wanted
it.
to share that with you.
That's exactly when you have that aligned action and you know that's what you're supposed to be doing and you're feeling into the thing.
Yes.
That's when the so-called magic happens, right? It's not magic. It's not magic thinking. It really looks more like flow, like you're in the flow of all of creation. It's synchronicity and it's opportunities showing up right at the right time. Um, one of my favorite reminders is the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you who you are. So even baby steps count, and feeling the feeling of already having it more than you feel the feelings of not having it, right?
So even if you want a new job, or maybe it's upcoming updating your resume or telling one person you're open to change, action makes things real.
This is so funny because we were just I had forgotten, what we were going to talk about. But before we recorded, we literally had this conversation about a current situation where you said, I want to find a new job. And what did I tell you? Start sitting 5 minutes a day, imagining your new place. We just talked about it. And then I said, I showed her how to, or I talked to her about how to put her resume through ChatGPT to optimize it, SEO, and and all this stuff. So we literally just had this conversation. But that's what you do if you're looking for a new job. Start picturing yourself in the office of your dreams doing the thing.
Specific.
Yeah, get colorful with it. Feel the feelings of being in the job. Describe it to yourself. Write it down. Um, Say it out loud. And get down and dirty, your surroundings, the pay, the benefits, the coworkers, how you feel every morning getting up to go to work. Make it elaborate. Make your body feel like it's already happening. Because again, your body does not know the difference between imagination and being real. So go all out. Not just a phone, the best damn phone.
That's right, damn it.
Yeah, the latest version of the best damn phone.
Exactly. So, with that being said, vision boards. I love them. I'm obsessed.
I'm a yay on it.
Not just arts and crafts, it's creating a visual reminder of your goals.
Mine's made of old magazines, random sticky notes, big fan, and my dreams. Yours doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to mean something to you.
Right. It could be easy, affordable, use what you have in the house, scissors, tape, old magazines. You could put it on a wall. You could thinking the stuff in the closet. I have a book that I got as a birthday present, and it has words and pictures. And a few nights a week, I start cutting it up and whatever. I haven't made the board yet. But
okay, that was my question.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but I love to feel what resonates with me, and
honestly, my vision boards tend to have a lot of words on them. And if I'm putting people on them, I'm putting faceless people, like they're from behind, or you can't see, or their head is turned or something, because I do not want to get that specific. So in relationship vision boards, I'll find a couple that's walking away from the camera.
I like that.
Because here's the thing. I can tell the universe I want to meet my guy, and I want him to be between 5'10" and 6'2". I want him to have brown eyes. I want him to be from Italy. I want him to have brown hair. I want him to be really attractive for me, that I want to look at him and want him. I want him to have this kind of annual income. I want him to want to do XYZ. I can get really specific, right? I may not live long enough for the universe to align that and get him on the same continent, right? Although the universe could do whatever. But if I say something different, like I would like to manifest a healthy, loving relationship with someone who is equally spiritually minded, equally emotionally mature, who's financially set so that, money isn't a struggle for him, that is attracted to me and that I am attracted to, that blah, blah, blah. That's more of a feeling again. Like I want to feel, I want to feel more good. Realistic. Yeah. And that's easier and faster a lot of times to manifest than getting down to the thing. But I will say, when you're talking about, I'm going on this vacation, I want to manifest this trip, like go all out. Yeah. That yacht, how many feet is it? Exactly. How many crew members are on it, right?
What color's your damn bathing suit?
Yeah. How many bathing suits? So, yeah. So
you don't have to get carried away. But...
No, but I used to put my vision board out next to original art in my hall there.
Really? I
don't no, because I took it was for a year. Oh, okay. It was, and that year passed. That was 2 years ago. I wanted to go to Alaska. Alaska was there. But I used push pins, just my big vision board, my poster board, out next to an original piece of art. And I say it used to be out there because I sold it at an auction for a shit ton of money. Not really. Not really. But yes, I'm a yay on vision boards. And you can take a picture of it and use it as wallpaper on your phone so that every time you pick up your phone,
Yeah.
you're reminded.
And you can do it with your friends or you can
Yeah.
do it solo.
Yeah.
So if
The
you're
the point is to declare what it is you want, get clear on it, because if
exactly,
you're not clear, um, neither is the universe.
exactly. So if you're asking, should I make a vision board? The answer is yes. Put that shit out there.
Absolutely.
Whether it's on paper, toilet paper, the
Don't
wall.
use don't use toilet
No,
paper.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So manifestation isn't magic. It's clarity, intention, and action. So try these simple tools. You don't have to get, crazy, but speak out loud
Mm-hmm.
what you
I think
want.
that's powerful.
I do too. Write it down. I like to write it down.
Me too.
Visualize it, what Beth said,
All of that.
and practice gratitude. That's
Yeah.
really important
Yeah.
every morning. I've heard people do gratitude lists. I
I
think
do.
you've done,
I
yeah.
do.
And take small steps.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
And spend the time visualizing it. Don't do it once. You don't want to set that and forget that. You want to feel it every day, because the more
Exactly.
you feel it, the faster it's coming into your field. And you don't have to do it like anybody else. If you don't like journaling, text it to yourself. I love my phone notes. Don't want to speak,
Right.
whisper it in the shower, which
Exactly.
I love. I get a lot of great ideas in the shower.
I do too. I take baths.
Yeah. And record a voice note. I've started using that feature on my phone more and more when I have an inspiration and I don't have time to write or sit down and jot anything down. I just record myself, which when I hear it back, I think is really good because it's in my voice. So it makes it more law,
I love
you
that.
know?
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. And visualization can be quick.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours.
No,
It can be
no.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Do it while you're brushing your teeth.
Yeah. Or on your way to work.
There you go. And let's be real. If manifesting were a sport, I'd be in the minor leagues, still working on my game.
Exactly. We all are. So,
Yeah.
are you too old to manifest? So, no.
There is no expiration date on clarity, intention, and dreaming bigger.
Exactly. So there's studies that show about 30% of women 50 over, which Beth and I are,
Yes.
believe in manifestation or related practices, and around 25 to 27% still do in their 60s.
I think those numbers are low.
Yeah,
Everybody I know, I mean, maybe it's the crowd I run with,
right. I think
but
so.
everybody I know talks about manifestation, and most of us are over 50. But the way people engage changes with age. So maybe there are some quiet journalers or somebody that casually checks, the horoscope and manifests according to the stars.
Yeah, I don't think people say it out loud necessarily.
Yeah.
But so if you're 50 or 60 or beyond, just now stepping into this, you're not behind. You're exactly right on time.
The universe loves a comeback story at any age, but I think extra points if you're over 50.
I agree. We are going to play a little game. We're going to play a round of Manifestation Mythbusters.
Alrighty.
We take turns sharing a myth, and the other says true or false, and then we explain.
Okay.
Okay. Here's one. Manifestation means you just sit around wishing and waiting.
False. You got to do the work. Wishful thinking isn't going to cut it.
Exactly. Your turn.
Okay. Do you have to be positive all the time for it to work? True or false?
False. Life is fucking messy, and manifestation still works through the mess.
Boom. Myth busted.
Yes, exactly.
I would just add to that. Yes, life is messy and we're not going to be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Just spend more time in the positive versus the messy.
Exactly.
And you'll be okay.
Exactly.
One negative thought is not going to manifest
right.
doom and disaster.
Right, exactly.
But a continued thought and focus on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's some books. There's a book that I'm going to recommend. It's called The Law of Attraction. And this book teaches that what you attract in your life, whatever you give your energy and attention to, comes.
Yes.
And it's a very simple, easy.
It's like a primer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I like that book, and that's the book I would recommend.
And then if you're next level into doing this work, Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Everybody knows I love Daddy Joe. This is next level. It's talking about aligning with the quantum field to create. And I am big on science and spirituality. This is the perfect marriage of that. And it's super exciting. And then there's a YouTube book you can listen to called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. I highly, highly recommend this. It's super fast and it's in, tiny chapters. It's by David Cameron. And it talks about quantum physics, wealth, and abundance. So all those things, they kind of turn me on. I'm not going to lie.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. So
Yeah.
remember, the universe is listening. Speak up, write it down, dream big, and take the fucking step.
Wow. Okay. Put that shit out there at any age in your own way. And please don't forget to laugh, especially when the universe actually shows up for you.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for listening. We're so happy to be back. I'm Beth.
I'm Jennifer.
And we are two in the closet.